Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. Now, as I said on yesterday's video and I hinted at last week, I'm starting a new Friday series and it's going to be working with 12 by 12 papers. Now, let me be clear, it's not using a sheet at a time. I'm not that efficient, you know, so some of the makes will take less than a sheet, some of them will take more than a sheet. It's just literally getting me back into the habit, really, of working with the 12 by 12 papers. I have some I love, I have some I've had a long time that, you know, I'd like to move on. I've got just a few pages, maybe 3 or 4 pages of Tim Holtz left, which, you know, it's time it was made into something. So yeah, I've got some brights, which if I don't use them in the summer journals, you know, they're not going to be used again, even if I coffee dye them until next year. So yeah, I just want to fall in love again, I guess, with the 12 by 12 papers and start making things with them. Now, the beauty of them for me is they're that much thicker than you know, digitals that you print yourself, unless you print all the time on very thick paper. And often they are in packs that, you know, coordinate. So these are all double-sided. I am using all double-sided ones. That one not so much, I guess. But the packs, you know, coordinate. Perhaps it'd be better if I show you. You probably saw them on the thumbnail. These are out of this pack. There's 2 sheets here, and I've got a piece left. And there's another, let me open it and show you, because there's another colour. One had pink on the back. No, not that one, this one. Basically what I'm saying is, you know, if you're using the packs, you can use different colours, and it's kind of all done for you. I mean, that pink does go, doesn't it? It's a nice, but like this is the green and this green and this green, you know, all different sides of papers in these packs. And I'm making, you probably gathered, which way are you going? To this week, policy closure envelopes. Now, I started with these because I wanted some doing anyway. I'm going to keep some of my ephemera. No, not ephemera. Well, a kind of ephemera. My vintage ephemera. I'm not the stuff that I'm putting in the journals, the stuff that I'm hoarding. Let's be truthful about it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, the stuff that I'm hoping to use sooner or later, but I want to organise because I'm getting a lot of it now. So, yeah, they do fit in journals. I made this one, I think, was the journal size, which is the same as that one, to fit in mine front and back. Not that one in there particularly. I thought this would be a lovely Happy Mail size, although if you had, you know, a journal cover that you wanted something sticking down on, you know, that would be perfect size for there as well. And then this little one I thought was lovely for, you know, journal pages, which is why I made. And of course, a set of 3 like that would be a lovely gift to somebody, wouldn't it? This size here, although I filled this one with my ephemera, is the size that I want. It's the same as the middle green one that I just showed you. The size that I want in this journal here. I want 1 front and 1 back. And I think I'm going to do it in the Tim Holtz. Or, I don't know. I might do in the Tim Holtz and just keep all my ephemera in 2 of the, you know, bits of ephemera in 2, and do a blue one for in here. I don't know. Who knows? I just got all the beautiful papers out to tease you, really. Like I say, there will be a few weeks with me working with them and doing, you know, hopefully some interesting things like this. There's probably nothing brand new, but it might be new to you, or it might jog your memory. Yeah, time I stopped talking and started crafting, so we'll pop those down. This one I've ripped on the back, look. It was stuck really well to the pad glue. Oops, let's get this beast up. I only need, I think, one big cut on this one, let's see. So I've written my sizes down for the middle one. I did kind of make these trial and error until I got a 3. So I did throw a couple of smallish pieces, but nothing too small, away from, you know, trimming off and what have you. So they weren't particularly a set size, but I measured them for you once I'd finished them. So this large one I measured them in inches because I know most of you prefer inches, but I cut in centimetres because all my cutters are centimetres, would you believe? So the large one, the back piece that it's on, I knew that had some of that on it, was 8 inches by 3/4 inches. This one, which is the one I'm making, 6 3/4 inches high and 4 3/4 inches across. And then the baby one, the small one, is 6 inches high and 4 1/4 inches across, which is just a nice size for ephemera, isn't it, for your pages. The other bits, I have got the sizes written down for the middle one, which I'm about to do, but you'll see as I do it that you can adjust them however you want. You can have your flap further down, you can have your pocket underneath, you know, taller or shorter. As long as your flap comes over your top comes over your bottom, you're all right. And remember, if you're putting a divot in, it needs to cover the divot as well, because I have made that mistake in the past. So I want the medium one, which has got a back, and I've converted to centimetres here because, as I say, all my cutters are in centimetres. So, but it is this 6 3/4 by 7 3/4 inch one. So I want a back 17.5 centimetres high and 13 centimetres wide. And which bit do I want to be my back? It's not shown very much, is it? So I might as well have it on this edge. Oops. So if I do my height that way, I'll get rid of that bit. 17.5. Even with it all written down, it's not easy. 17.5. There. Yes, measuring and me, so it could all go wrong, couldn't it? And I want 13. Use this bit. Is that right? 13 across. So it says there. We'll see. I'd rather it be a little bit over and trim than be too short. Okay, so that's my back. I might as well have that bit as the back, hadn't I? Yeah, I think so. I was thinking it could be written on, but that can be as well. It's also got some beautiful... So that's the back. Then I need a pocket, which is... So let's use some of this. It's the width, really. I've got 2 arrows. Look, it's 12 centimetres up by 16 centimetres up. That one must be the across one, because it should be wider than the... Yeah. So 16 across by 12 high. I don't suppose you're 12 high, are you? By any chance? Oh, you are. Just about. So 16. I want that one dead on. Yep. 16 across by 12 high. I might as well just leave that. It's actually 13 high. Will that be too high? I'll just take a smidge off. Let's go 12.5. I just don't want to waste any of it. Well, that was not a half, was it? What is up with this cutter? Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So that's my pocket, which is going that way. And I need a flap coming down this way, which is going to be 12 centimetres across. How come when that's 13 centimetres across? Oh yeah, because that's the back. Don't second guess yourself, Denise. So I want it 12 by 10, basically, and the 10 high. I want this way. So I want the 10 that way. Let's have that lovely bingo card on it. So 10 high and 12 across. Let's go that way, have a bit of everything on it. 12. Yep, I think so. Just go a little bit more because I can always cut the flap down and I don't want the flap to be short. Okay, I can get rid of this beast now. I really only needed it to cut it, do the first cut, then I could have probably done it on the small one, but seeing it was as it was here. Okay, flap, pocket. Let's start with the pocket. So you need this. Now these are very similar. I didn't say, did I, that they were double gusseted? They're double gusseted, and I have done these at least once, if not twice. And both times the films have been really popular. So yeah, I've got like a double gusset, so there is a lot of space, you know, a lot of movement there. You can see on the side, so you can get plenty in them. So yeah, a double gusseted. Are you down close enough now? I had you right up there so you could see the 12 by 12s. So we'll just leave the back there because I'm not doing anything with it. I'm not rounding the corners on it or anything. I did on the green ones, I think, because this is more industrial and grunge, isn't it? What am I doing? I don't need to look at that now, do I? Yes, I do, because I've got some little instructions in brackets to myself. I need this. So I need that double gusset, and I've got 3 notches is what I've said. 3 notches. So I'm laying it flat right way up, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I'm making a line down there. So that's the first gusset, part of the gusset, and then another 3 in. 1, 2, 3. What are they? They're 8s, I think. Yeah, so that's 3/8 and 6/8 of an inch. And then turn it round and do the same. 3 straight down, 1, 2, 3 straight down. So they're my sides. I'll fold, no, I won't fold it because it'll be difficult. So I'm going to decide which is the bottom, because the bottom needs folding over as well. This is going to be the bottom. So I folded that over 1 centimetre, it says, and this one is in inches. So I can't remember what notch I did. It's 3 again. I think I'm going to go on the 4th notch. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll go on the 4th notch. I left it a little bit longer anyway, didn't I, that? Okay, lovely. I think that's the most complicated bit. So if you can cope with that, you can do it, no problem. So fold the sides in on the most inside line. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I've got another line here, but I folded it on the inside one initially, and then fold that out and the bottom up, and then I'm going to cut the notch out where those 2 meet. It's really difficult. Well, it's difficult to see on most papers, but on this Tim Holtz, so kind of that kind of affair. So just not quite a straight line, more of a, and I didn't do this on the others, but I'm going to take a smidge that way as well. Let's see, I'm veering off, so it could all go wrong. But let's see. Okay, so fold that one down again. So you fold these in, and then you fold them back on themselves where the second fold line is. That's how you get your double gusset. Yep, so fold that one down and then fold this one back, and you get like that little, is it a Z, a V, half a W? I don't know, what would you call that? You get that, and then when that goes up as well, that is your pocket. And in theory, it fits, yay, on there. So I'm going to take a divot, a big one, not a big one, but a wide one. Oh, shot me. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to ink with Scorched Timber, that lovely dark, because this Tim Holtz can take it. That's it, just the top. Oh dear, I might need a cough slate. Yep, so that's going to go on there. We're not putting it on yet. Let's make the flap. Oh, I said that we've done, but we hadn't. I want an inch fold, half an inch fold. What did I put? I put a centimetre on there, so 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 4 again, which is, I think, yeah, it is half an inch because it's 4/8, isn't it? That improper fraction. Oops. Oh, it's not improper, it's a proper fraction. Oh, Denise, don't start with the maths. You will. And I'm just going to do a little slither there and there. Again, I rounded that and the bottoms. In fact, I'll just take the corner on the green ones just to give them a bit of something. Okay, so that's the flap. That's going to go on there like that, hiding it. But we need to put the policy closures on before we glue it down. So I want 5 of these. I'll show you why in a minute. Right, see if I can keep them on the table. Again, with the fancy papers, you can have fun with the colour of your 4, 5. These. Oh, I've done some different, some the same. all of them contrasting make a big difference. But again, in this one, it's sort of industrially grunge, so I'm just going for the brown craft coloured paper. I am filming it. Oh, what an awful thought. I suddenly thought, oh, have I turned the camera on? Imagine. Because I know I've only been 15 minutes, but I've done a lot of talking, I've done a lot of cutting, and a lot of size explaining. Lovely. I need to get some filming done. I'm not ahead enough yet, and I'm going away on Tuesday. So 2 stuck together, so they're fairly strong. Preferably stuck so they're even, but and just 1 single one, should you wish. It's just to back the flap when I put a brad through. So I went with some fancy brads on here. These 2 are the gemstone ones. There are a couple that Tanya shared with me. Lovely. And what did I do with that one? I went with a flathead and a posi drive screw effect. In that one, I'm going to obviously put the same brads in here because I want them to kind of match, but they don't have to be the same colour or whatever. Do I want a pewtery coloured one? Yeah, let's do the same but in pewter then. Oops, let go of me. No. There we go. Whew. I'm just going to ink round that, I think. It doesn't definitely need to be until the end, but it's offending me. I want it inked. So, nice to be playing with Tim Holtz again. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Nice to be playing with Tim Holtz paper again. Goodness, I get myself banned from YouTube. Right. Ow. So this is the bit where I have to concentrate and make sure that I get the brads, the brads, but the circles that they're going in, you know, a decent distance. I can't tell you the times where I've put one and the flap's gone kind of over it and I've had to either move it or put a whole new piece in. So I need to work out roughly where I want my brad and then measure across. We're just over 12 with those folds, so I'll centre it and we want to be 6. I'm doing it big because it gets, in fact I will put the hole through straight away. See, I've lost it already there. I was going to say it gets lost on this paper. Yeah, so that's going to be well clear of the flap. And then the flap one the same, should be exactly the same, it is. So if we centre the 12 and do one there. Oh gosh, I've never known a pencil squeak before. Let's put the brad through. I really was pressing on it. Actually, these brads have got quite wide legs on them, so let's go a long way through. Yeah, I'm nearly out of pretty brads now. I'm going to have to start searching. They're not a thing that's easy to find, are they? You know, to find a nice mixture rather than buying loads of the same one. I think Tanya got hers on, I think she had eBay, I might be wrong. Somebody selling a destashing, you know, so she got all sorts of different ones in the mix. And yes, she gave me lots of them. Shared a lot of them with me and I've used them. So yeah, maybe that's what I need to go on and look for someone who's destashing some, I guess. Because you don't want a full packet of, you know, because they tend to come in bigger packets, I think, of, you know, of a good selection, or you'd have thousands, which is fine, but where would you put them all? Yeah, I like that. It's full on, but it's completely different to this one. But it's Tim Holtz, isn't it? So it doesn't need any decorating. You could if you wanted to, you know, decorate these. You could just make it with plain card and decorate them, and you could make it with, you know, coffee dyed paper, things like that. Even your digitals, if you, like I say, if you print them on a little bit thicker paper, because there aren't any pieces that you need the 12 inches for in this particular one. So I suppose you could make them out of an 8x8 pad. That's a thought. Am I cheating saying it needs to be 12x12? I don't know. Right, I'm just putting sellotape on the back of that one because it needs to be as smooth as possible because you're putting things in and out. I think sellotape is quite a good stick. Yes, I cut it with my teeth. I shouldn't. I have been putting washi on, but I think washi sometimes curls even when you glue it. And things get stuck, whereas I don't think that sellotape will ever move. And I've got lots of it, so I don't think that needs inking anywhere. Maybe this one does. I inked that divotty bit, didn't I? Yeah, I like that flap inked. Yeah, it's very dark, this one. It might be nice with a you know, a plainer label on it somewhere, just to rest your eye, but put that in there now. We're done. No, we're not done. We're about to use it. Why have you done that? You're a fool, Denise. Okay, so stick this piece down first. Keep your flappy bit on top of your gusset bit. Then it won't impede the, you know, that gusset, giving you that bit of extra opening. If you do it the other way around, if you make a boob, all it will do is stop your gusset, your pocket opening as wide as the, you know, the gusset would normally allow it. So don't worry if you do it the wrong way. It's not the end of the world. Oops. Neil's second day at work today. Tomorrow is off, so I don't know what we're doing. I'm sure we'll be doing something, going somewhere, doing something, because we like to be out and about when the weather's, you know, nicer, not ice and snow like winter. Yep, so you can go as low down there or as high up as you want. You can make it equal. Maybe, Denise? I don't know. I like a bit more room up there. The thing is to get it lined up. So I think the last ones I made, the pocket and the flap, I made all in one, so they were lined up before you put them on the page. Whereas this one, I'm just making the flap completely separate. So you kind of need to, can you see what I'm doing? You kind of need to line your flap up with your pocket there before you stick that bit down. Ooh. Yeah, because it will look really odd if it's at a, you know, quite an angle compared to your, oops, that's not my bone folder, that's weird. That's better. Yeah, lovely. So you could write on it if you wanted to. You could make notes about what's in it. You could put washi over there. I'm thinking I might like some string on it. I've got this black lace, but it is quite thick. I haven't got any thin string here. Are you string? No, you're not. I did used to have some string in my drawer. I don't anymore. Why don't I? Should be in the drawer, actually. Yes, I'm having a conversation with myself now. Yeah, I might find some string and put it on there, as opposed to, I've got these strings in these. Let's bear with me a moment. Oh, which I do tend to take out. Oh, that's a nice thin string. Let's get another one then. Oops. So I'm doing this, I said good afternoon because that's when it will be uploaded, but I am doing it in the morning first thing, so it's time I went and had a cup of tea. I mean, these could become very addictive, I have to say. but wouldn't it be lovely to have a pile of them? You know, a pile of sets of them. Don't we? Just about long enough. Yeah, quite like the string actually. Let's, ooh, I don't know. Do you think I can? No. Maybe if I cut them both it'll come undone. Oh, it feels like it's moving anyway. Right, let's broggle it with the brad. Come out. Your shift is up. Don't rip the paper, Denise. See, just like me to change my mind about something when it's glued in. There we go. Hey, there we go. It's always a way. Didn't I say that earlier? I should trust myself more. Okay. There we go. Lovely. Now, if you want to make something and show me it, clever Sinead, well done Sinead, she's posted it on the Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group, which I am part of. So if you want to show me something that you've made, and I'd love, absolutely love to see it, Tanya won't mind, feel free to post it on there and just put my name on it somewhere so that, you know, it pings for me to look at, because I would hate you to put something up and me miss it. Yeah, that would be a good way for me to see anything that I've inspired you to make. So thanks for that, Sinead. And yeah, maybe you want to go on and look at what she made. Okay, so yeah, loving these 3 sizes. Yeah, really enjoyed making them as well, but I also love these. I've done that a bit tight, look. But when it's got stuff in it, it will hold it flatter like. You can see the difference between the two, because that one's stuffed with, didn't even show you, did I? What did I put in it? Some old postcards, some new postcards. Oh, look at that. They look just like Simba's feet. They're not Simba's feet, but they look just like them. Yeah, some old postcard photographs. It's a letter somebody sent me a photocopy of. These are all originals. I think this was from my last haul. This is a letter of testimony. So like a reference, I would think. It gives me very great pleasure, got a beautiful writing, to testify as to the general good character and deportment of Charles Johnson. It's quite glowing as well. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, I just put some bits in to show you, you know, that they were gusseted, and you could get quite a lot in there, could still get more in there. Okay, hope you enjoyed seeing that. Give me a thumbs up if you did, that would be lovely. I think, just about on top of the recent comments. I've still got a few old ones to get to, but yeah, if you're commenting now, I am replying, and I will see you tomorrow for, I haven't decided yet. So it'll be a surprise to me and to you probably. But yeah, I'll be here doing something. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.